Mr. President. I want to take a few minutes and talk about a little bit of public safety. I've got several groups that are eating me alive right now about a pack of dogs. Um, I myself have gone out to see this pack of dogs and talked to the neighbors on the street where the dogs are now residing. The dogs are residing at 1568 Polk Street. It's two of them that are pretty aggressive. One of them seems to have had a litter of puppies. I think someone else has tracked the puppies back to us to our house in Midtown. I'm being told by several neighbors in Midtown that the dogs are attacking and killing cats and a few other things. But when I actually went out to the neighborhood, and forgive me because it was in District 3 when it said 1568 Polk Street, that kind of struck a nerve because I know everybody on the street and everybody on the street behind it on Johnson Street and everybody on the next street at Robert E. Lee. So, I mean, it kind of just struck a nerve. So I went out and I talked to uh, Audie Lewis, Fronda, Kenny Smith, Brenda in the back, and the dogs aren't there. But what I've got in return is that when the guy came out from the city, that he was actually afraid of the dogs too. So he didn't want to catch dogs. So that kind of concerns me if we need additional personnel out there to handle this dog issue. So I'm kind of asking you guys right now, being that I'm consistently getting this phone call about this pack of dogs, that we kind of need to do something about it before the dogs do something that's a little bit more aggressive than just attacking other pets and smaller animals. So a little bit of input from you right now would be mighty helpful.
Yes, sir. I know I've talked with our director there at the Animal Services, and we've been going out and meeting with the community, trying to develop a strategy for them. Because, as you know, when we do get the calls, they do go out there. The dogs are mobile and they hide. But we're aware of the problem. We're going to be meeting with the community, trying to develop a strategy so they can help us get control of these dogs.
Well, the community has said, and this is just about every house on that street, that you can put a trap in the yard or a house or wherever you can come on the property. I've heard that we don't go on private property to catch animals unless we have consent. We have consent. Let's catch the animals. The other thing is I was out there again the other day. The dogs are just lying there. I mean, if we want to catch them, we can catch them. But we haven't been there. And when I talked to the neighbors again, they haven't seen us but one time in 30 days. While I was there, I watched one of the dogs chase a walking guy down the street. One chased two cars, a bicycle. The other one chased the other dog and attacked it. It's a problem. I mean, we need to respond so that this issue is handled. And right now, we're not responding. Our job is to provide a service. Right now, we're not providing that service. And I just simply ask that we please provide that service.
Yes, sir. And I can provide you what we have done. We have responded, and I can provide you with a record of that.
I don't want to sound, and this is public, I don't want to sound mean or arrogant, but as long as the dogs are on the street, it's an issue. And the people in the community are saying it's an issue. I know we've responded, and I'm thankful for that. But we need to catch the puppies.
Yes, sir.
Please. Thank you.
Yeah, I will agree with Councilman Carroll, too. I think I saw something on social media about those dogs that he's speaking of. But, I mean, just a layman, and I don't have no experience in catching no dogs at all. In fact, mine ran away the other day. I had to go and find them. But, I mean, how is it so hard that we cannot really just sit a patrolman out there, or can one citizen get a patrolman telephone number when he see the dogs, they can come and respond to him? Because, again, that is a dangerous situation when you have school kids walking up and down the street, and even residents, and they can't walk in peace, and they got to run behind dogs. Matter of fact, someone called me Morningside the other week about dogs just running loose. But, I mean, it can't be that hard. I mean, it just cannot be. I mean, just can't. I mean, more than just just sir, my opinion, but I mean, it had to be some type of strategy as far as, and they can have a direct number to call when they see something that hazardous. And that's why many people just get comfortable and don't call when they see something going on in the community, because they get complacent that the city is not really just doing anything. But I'm on Councilman Carroll's side at that time, because I have been hearing that a lot and everything. So, anything else from the council?
Mr. President,
Yes, Mr. Penn.
we've been having some issues as well in District 1 regarding dogs. What is the process for us picking up or getting the dogs? Like, is it so many things have to happen before, we pick them up?
They do respond to 311 calls. They go out and evaluate the situation. Our primary means right now is to set traps. Now, what complicate things, make things even worse, is they have to be hungry or willing to go into the trap. Some of these dogs are being fed, and therefore the traps are not effective. By the time we get there, they're either running or they're hiding, and so that involves the ACO going in under houses and also trying to get in people's yards. So they're a moving target. That's what makes things very frustrating for the ACOs when they go out there and try to capture these dogs.
Okay. So the only time that, or when you say traps, is this like a cage? Like what?
Yes.
Okay.
They walk in for the food, and then it springs the door shut. That's our primary means of trying to capture these dogs, because we're not fast enough to run after the dog and actually capture it. They're fast.
A street savvy dog is not going to arbitrarily walk into a cage with food in it.
Yeah, and we are exploring other means now. We've gone to the point to where we have to explore other technologies. So we're looking at that now as we speak. We're speaking of it this morning, trying to resolve these dogs. So we're looking at other methods.
And in the meantime, the porch kittens continue to get killed by this pack of dogs.
I can't. Well, like I said, we're doing our best.